Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, another episode of 94 Feet Podcast. It's your boy Big Zeke in the building. I'm here with Dre.
What up, y'all? What's good? Good to be back. 2 weeks.
All right, I'm here with Kesey.
What's good people?
All right, how y'all doing?
Man, I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm doing all right. That's good. Shoot around. Let's get to it.
Let's get right to it.
Playing tournaments starts on April 16th, next week, Tuesday. Currently, you got Miami at 7, Philadelphia at 8, Chicago at 9, Atlanta at 10. On the Western Conference, you got New Orleans at 7, Los Angeles at 8, Sacramento at 9, Golden State at 10. Which team going into the play-in tournament has the best chance you think to make it to the finals?
I feel like you asked this question just so you could say, I knew it. I feel like you just.
No, I asked this question because last year the Lakers made it to the Western Conference Finals, and people like Kesey thought they would make it to the NBA Finals.
And didn't Miami Heat make it to the NBA Finals last year?
That's the year before that. They made it from the play-in.
Who did they beat last year? Who did Denver beat to win the title last year? No,
Miami.
That was Miami. That's what I'm saying. And so here's the thing: if history shows us anything, don't nobody want to see the Miami Heat. Nobody. Out of all four of these teams, the Miami Heat has the best chance at making it to the finals from the play-in. Now, if you know me, you probably would think I would say the Golden State Warriors, right? I don't have faith that Steph can do it alone, right? The NBA has changed a bit. If this was 3 years ago, I would say easily, all day, every day, Golden State. But here's the thing. The Miami Heat are the kryptonite of the Milwaukee Bucks. If we get Miami in the first round, that's really not going to be great for us. Like, we don't want that. We probably don't even want Philly because a healthy Embiid is back. So if I had to pick, I would want to play Atlanta in the first round, right? Because you don't want those kind of challenges. So to answer your question, for me, the Miami Heat, out of all four of those teams, have the best chance to make it to the NBA Finals.
I say no. Miami Heat lost 2 players that helped them get there. Jimmy did his thing, but Gabe Vincent and Strauss both left. And they both had big series for Miami to get them over the hump. Strauss had a great series against the Bucks, and Vincent had a great series against Boston.
Let me comment real quick. So Zeke's standings as of right now, don't get it twisted, the Miami Heat might make it into the playoffs, and Indiana might be in the play-in because they're only about a game shy of each other, with the last games of the season being this Wednesday and Thursday. So either way, the Bucks gonna run into some problems. We'll get to Bucks talk. But because of where we're talking about right now, you're talking about the Miami Heat don't have nobody. Have you seen our Bucks roster? You've been to games. We're losing to Memphis. We're losing to Toronto, a team who we beat 15 straight times. Okay? It doesn't matter. The Miami Heat has Jimmy Butler. They have, what's the cat that used to go to school here? Tyler Hero. They just picked up Josh Richardson. They have Terry Rozier. They have a squad that no one wants to see in the first round of the playoffs because Miami has traditionally showed us what they can do in play-in and playoff basketball. So I got Miami Heat with the best chance at the finals from that scenario. Not my pick, of course, but from that scenario that Zeke posed.
I also mentioned the West.
Well, I just talked about the East first because I want to give everybody a chance to go in on the East.
Oh, okay.
What do you think, sir?
Miami probably. I don't know. You know what?
This goes.
I don't think, as far as the East, I don't think any of those teams have an opportunity to make it to West. And I'm just talking about just based on the Boston factor. You talking about the Bucks. The Boston factor to me is the thing that is stopping all those teams. I do think Los Angeles probably has the best chance to make it to the NBA Finals again. I mean, to a Western Conference Finals. I don't know about the NBA Finals, but the Western Conference Finals, just because they have enough veterans on that team to know when it's game time, when it's most valuable, when LeBron James puts his mind to it, and he just playing mental games with these younger teams. So, I can say that I I would like for the younger teams to win, but history has showed us that when it comes down to it, they ain't got nothing coming. So I'm going with Los Angeles. I don't think anybody on the East really has an opportunity to make it to the NBA Finals out of those four. Probably I would say Philadelphia, just because with Embiid coming back, and by the time he's the more he plays, the healthier he gets.
I think it's too much time done passed for Embiid, so I'm not worried. I don't think Philly stands a chance right now.
Mm-hmm.
With the Bucks, I think they probably have the strongest chance just off of the strength of the Bucks in the East.
No.
But it was 14.
But we're talking about these four
the
teams, the
play-in
play-in teams.
The four play-in teams?
Yes. Who has the best chance of going to the finals? Miami, Atlanta, Golden State, or the Lakers?
I say the Lakers.
Surprise.
And the only reason I say that is if you look at their last 7-8 games, they've been playing some really good basketball. They've been beating everybody.
They have.
So going into the
shout out to Anthony Davis.
Going into the playoffs with that type of energy can really give you a boost to beat somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And if Father Time ain't told us yet, LeBron ain't done. As you know, he just had a 45-point game.
I didn't say anything.
So,
but didn't play against the Bucks. But suited up against Memphis, the worst team in the league, the very next game.
Because it was an easy cardio game.
If you're afraid of playing Giannis, just say it.
It's not about being afraid to play Giannis.
He has not played Giannis in Milwaukee in 6 years.
But he know if he play Giannis, he got to play all the way hard or he going to get embarrassed.
Well, not really, because we lost.
But like you said, it benefited them. They got the W and LeBron got the rest.
So you don't think anybody on the East has the opportunity to make it to the NBA Finals out of that four?
No.
Just Miami for me. I think Miami, out of all these teams, has the best chance.
They probably have the best chance, but I don't think they're going to make it.
Okay. Moving on, last year, speaking of the Los Angeles Lakers, last year the Lakers made it to the play-in tournament to the Western Conference Finals. Do you think they can repeat this kind of run?
No. No.
Why not?
The Los Angeles Lakers, they play some good basketball, but the Western Conference is stacked. I don't have the Lakers beating Denver in any kind of series.
I said the Western Conference Finals.
I'm telling you, I don't have them beating Minnesota in any kind of series of 7 games. 7 games. OKC, I'm not believing the hype. I saw our hobbled Milwaukee Bucks beat them by almost 40. So I'm not believing the hype. I think the Clippers are a better team. I think the Suns are a better team. I don't think the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals are our thing. I don't. I'm not buying that.
You don't think the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals?
I don't.
Why not?
I just named 5 teams. Why? But to give it to you again, if the Lakers are in the play-in and they get the AFC, guess who they play first? Denver. Denver, who swept them in the conference finals, who will likely do it again.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Let me finish. Who will likely do it again. It's this Laker team this year is not better than the Laker team last year.
Same team.
It's the same team. D'Angelo Russell is inconsistent again. Anthony Davis will AD. LeBron will LeBron. But if they play the Denver Nuggets in the first round, they're done. Barbecue chicken, in the words of you and Shaq. Okay? Well, let's say they make the 7th seed, and then they play Minnesota. Do you think the Lakers can beat that young running team in a 7-game series? No.
Yes.
Okay.
They ran through Memphis last year. They ran through
Minnesota. Memphis is not Minnesota.
They ran through Golden State, Steph.
In play-in. They didn't run through them. They beat them in 1 game.
No, they beat them in a series, remember?
They beat them in...
Because they beat Sacramento, remember?
Who?
Golden State.
The Lakers beat Golden State in a series?
Yes.
I think you made that up. Golden State played Memphis. And Golden State beat Memphis. Yes, they did in the first round.
The Lakers played Memphis. Remember Ja fell and hurt his arm?
That was against Golden State, bro.
No.
Zeke, come on. right?
I believe Kesey is right.
Let me see here, man. So
we beat Steph. Remember?
I believe it's right.
Because remember he was supposed to wear the hat.
That's very true.
Oh,
When he flaked out.
man, I've been made up for that. Let it go. You got a whole Laker game.
I just
Why you bring it up? Why you bringing up old stuff?
I just had to bring your mind where it needed to be. So you
Well,
didn't forget.
and he brought in the fake the gift exchange day. So clearly we're all even here. Let it go.
I forgot about the shoes. That was a
No,
good one.
that was not a good one. No. That was not a good one because we had gifts. Y'all got Giannis
See.
posters and
And they had grass stains on them.
grass tees.
You know what?
Y'all, all my friends out there, y'all enjoyed the Knicks game tonight.
That's fine. I've seen the Knicks play. It's not nothing special.
Well, we
And
ain't
they
seen
lost.
we seen
And-
Milwaukee play.
And they lost Julius Randle. They done for the season. Anyways,
I
that's
can't
beside
believe
the
y'all.
point.
I can't. So so you're right. You're right. They did beat Golden State. Thank you for bringing that to
I
me.
heard you going to the next game.
No, he's not.
Uh,
I was going to say, man, why you always bringing me in it, man?
I asked somebody yesterday. Yeah, I continue what you're saying, Trey.
I didn't got off topic, but the Lakers' chances. If y'all have faith in the Lakers, God bless y'all for being fans. But don't have no faith in the Lakers. That's like having faith in the Bucks to win the title.
You want to put another bet on it?
Why he ain't gonna?
Yeah, he ain't gonna pay.
He ain't gonna pay.
Okay, cool.
He don't come here with a.
Exactly.
I ain't even gonna say it live
Some
again.
monopoly money.
I ain't even gonna give you the
But
satisfaction.
I will say that I do think they can make it. I do think they can make another run. I think that LeBron has gone beyond the point of physically beating teams. He just outsmarts teams, and that's where his basketball knowledge has keeping him and the Lakers on the roll. I'm at the point where I was on this last year. I was on that. I was on these old teams. They threw Steph, LeBron. I was on that. But time and time again, I've been proven wrong. I do honestly think that the Lakers can make another run. Like Dre said, if they get I will say this: if they get the AC, I don't think they're going to beat Denver.
They're not going to win
if
a
they
game.
get the 7th seed,
They're not going to win a game.
I don't think it'll be competitive. But if they get the 7th seed and play Minnesota, I think they'll make it to the Western Conference Finals.
So you don't have no faith in Minnesota, or do you have faith in the Lakers?
I have more faith in LeBron's knowledge of the game than I do the youthfulness of the Minnesota Timberwolves, because they are missing Cat.
They
missing Cat. He out for at least.
He'll be back for the playoffs.
They'll have to make it to the Western Conference Finals for him to make an appearance.
You know what is great?
So
Guess what the game is tonight on NBA TV?
What?
The Los Angeles Lakers versus the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yeah.
You got a preview tonight of the possible first round action. Other games though that they played. Let's look at the other scores that they played this season. The Minnesota Timberwolves and the Lakers have matched up. These were the scores of their games. And again, we know the playoffs are different. The Lakers beat them in their first meeting 120-109 on March 10th.
What's the season series?
It's right now, it's the Timberwolves 2-1. The Timberwolves beat the Lakers on New Year's Eve, 108-106. And then they beat them on Christmas Eve, 118-111. So tonight they can tie the series up. Again, we know it's regular season, but all I'm saying is don't write off the young guns just yet. Will the Lakers command the best from them? Absolutely. Will it be a 7-game series? Likely. But I don't have the Lakers beating Minnesota or Denver if they don't make. If I'm LeBron, I don't want play-in. I want playoffs, because at least if you make the playoffs, you can play the Oklahoma City Thunder, who are overrated. At least you can play them.
Listen,
The 3 can play the 6. So if I'm the Lakers, I'm not playing for play-in. I'm trying to get that 6th spot.
I think the Lakers can beat both of them.
You like the Lakers?
I'm not convinced.
Denver.
I'm not convinced in Denver this year. because they lost 24 games this year.
But do you agree with me? Do you agree that the Lakers should be playing for the playoffs and not the play-in?
If I'm the Lakers, I want Denver first round.
Why?
Because if you knock that giant out early, the rest is a coast.
I mean, on one
While you fresh, if you knock that giant out while you fresh, the rest of the playoffs is a coast.
I'll give you that. I will say that, but the sport, despite you saying they lost 24 games. I don't know what their record was last year, but I don't think they won 60 games last year.
They won a lot. But here's the thing, Denver, you have to
I
remember,
don't think it was 60 games.
Joker was out, Murray was out this season, and they're still in first, right? So the Lakers, this is what the Lakers have. They have Minnesota tonight. They have Golden State tomorrow. They have Memphis, and then they close out the season on the 14th. Next, what is that? Next Sunday against the New Orleans Pelicans.
Actually, they finished out with 29 losses last year.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't see that. To me, it's still Denver. It's still Joker.
I think
Joker give Anthony Davis all kinds of problems.
Denver had a lot of stuff going their way last year.
How?
They had a lot of stuff going their way last year during the playoffs.
How?
Think about who they played first.
They were the number 1 seed, so they played the 8th seed. That's not their fault.
And who was the 8th seed?
I think it was Minnesota.
Last year, it was.
Matter of fact, I think Denver ran through the playoffs. I think it was like
Denver only lost 2 games all playoffs.
Yeah,
they swept 2 teams.
They shot probably one of the highest percentage in the playoff history last year.
That's not going in their favor though.
That is in their favor. You think they're gonna do that 2 years in a row?
I think they're capable of. They have the exact same team.
Joker's about to win his
they
third.
Don't got Bruce Brown no more.
What that mean? They're still first.
Bruce Brown was a
Bruce Brown was a factor.
Kesey.
But KCP, which I think, KCP.
And he's been hurt off and on all season.
He
ain't nothing but a sneeze away from being out of series.
Kesey, you're saying it's like
Murray ain't nothing but a sneeze away from being out the rest of the series.
But
Murray
you're saying this like they don't have the man who's about to win his 3rd MVP in 5 years.
Okay.
You're saying it's like they didn't clinch the first place 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
They didn't clinch first place.
The Bucks did it too.
They did clinch first place.
The Bucks did it too. And then what did they do the first year after their title?
We stunk it up, but Middleton was hurt. We didn't have our full roster.
Murray been hurt too.
So looking at the 2023 playoffs.
So what's the difference?
What?
They ain't got no dynasty like the Golden State or the Bulls.
Okay.
Is coming up on it.
Round 1, the Warriors beat the Kings last year. Let me go back. Okay, there it is. The Warriors beat the Kings. We know the Nuggets beat the Heat to win the championship. The Nuggets also defeated the Lakers 4-0. They swept the Lakers. The Heat won 1 game. The Nuggets also beat the Suns 4-2. And they also swept the Nuggets swept not the Kings, but they beat the Timberwolves. They beat the Timberwolves 4-1.
So that was last year, right?
Last year they beat the Timberwolves round 1. They beat the Suns round 2 4-2. So that's 8-3. They swept the Lakers. So that's 12-3.
Yeah, 14.
And they beat Miami 4-1.
Yeah, so
4, 8, 12, 16 and 4. There were 16-4 in the NBA Finals last year.
And I think that's a real big possibility. I'm going right back to doing this back-to-back year.
I already told you what it's going to be. In my opinion, it's going to be the Boston Celtics versus the Denver Nuggets. And if Boston doesn't win it this year, they'll never win it.
No, I don't think that's true.
I think it's the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Milwaukee Bucks.
You're a fan. I get it.
It's not about fan. It's about facts.
It's exactly what that's about. That's exactly
because you haven't given Dame a chance in the playoffs yet, and we all know how Dame performed in the playoffs,
Dame
and we all know how LeBron play in the playoffs.
Okay,
we got 2 players that turn up to a whole new level, and we know how Giannis do in the playoffs.
I'm not giving it to Giannis.
I think the Bucks are just coasting.
So you think they're doing this on purpose?
I think they're just coasting.
We'll get
just
to
to
it
see
in
what
Bucks talk.
happens.
We'll get
Trying to
to
avoid some injuries because I don't see nobody playing super hard. And that's just not their repertoire. That's not Giannis' repertoire. Even Giannis has been playing mediocre. Even though he still get his stats, he's playing mediocre from the Giannis that we know.
Well, I'll say that we'll get into it in Bucks talk, but we'll see what happens. But I do think they can make another run. Joel,
Denver, you mean?
no, I'm talking about LeBron and
Oh,
the
sure.
Lakers.
Okay.
I said Western Conference Finals. I didn't say nothing about NBA Finals. Like easy went beyond what I was talking about, but I'm not talking about NBA. I'm talking about.
Well, I'm telling you what mine is, sir.
That's fine.
Hostile.
The Joel Embiid is back,
Hostile.
and since the
I said, sir.
Joel Embiid is back, and since the Philadelphia 76ers are since then the Philadelphia 76ers are undefeated. Are they now title contenders?
No. Look who they beat, bro. No. Come on, Zeke. Don't ask these questions. Stephen A. ask questions.
No, Steve. Look,
And yes, I said Stephen A. ask questions. Okay, come on, man.
Joel Embiid is back, and Philadelphia looks like a whole different. He looks like a whole different team when he's on the court. They look like a different team.
But does he not look hobbled?
He looks tired. He's been tired.
Do you think he can put that off in the playoffs?
What happens when somebody is tired? You keep playing them. And on top of that, ain't like he coming in scoring 10, 15. He's scoring 30, 25, and 12.
You got to make up.
15.
Well, he got a chip on his shoulder because he doesn't qualify for MVP anymore.
But what I'm saying is this. If he can do that, and he's doing that in a limited amount of time, because they're not playing him. I think he did play the whole game. But you cannot deny Philadelphia is a different team when he's on the court. That's what made me bring this up. And we talking about
no doubt about it.
And we talk about the struggles of the Milwaukee Bucks. We talk about the East not really being competitive as the West. So with Joel Embiid coming
you said how
back,
many games did they win straight with him?
like just 3.
Like 3? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so it was one of them things where they last 3 games. I don't think he's gonna play today. They have a game scheduled.
So they beat the Thunder, they beat the Raptors, they beat the Heat, they beat the Grizzlies.
I don't think he came back for. I think he came back either Tuesday.
He came back against the Heat on April 4th, Thursday, April 4th.
Okay.
And then coming up, they have the Spurs tonight. That should be a dub.
He's not playing.
He shouldn't. They got the Pistons tomorrow.
I don't know if he's gonna play that game.
He shouldn't. They have the Magic and they have the Nets. So they're coasting. They're saving him for playing.
That's what I'm saying. My point is this. If you look at those stats for those games, it was 30, 25, 20, and 12.
So he's been back 2 games.
Yeah. Like 3 games.
Okay.
But my point is that they're a different team.
Zeke, no one's denying they're
Philadelphia
a different team.
was number 1, it was competing for number 2 before he went out. Like before he went out, they were talking about Joel's going back-to-back MVPs.
Yep.
Philadelphia's going to be like the number 2 seed if Boston wasn't blowing people out. And they're a different team. They had people who wanted to be there, and they were hitting on all cylinders.
Yeah, double last night.
So I don't see why they can't get back to where they were, which is one of the top 5 teams in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, right now they're trying to avoid the play-in, and if they do avoid the play-in, they're trying to get to the 7th seed, which is to play us. And everybody looking at us like easy pickings, so that's why they're trying to get to it. But my thing is, I think, to me, Philadelphia looks good, and with the Milwaukee struggles, Boston blowing people out, but still Boston. I'm not saying they don't show up in big moments. I'm just saying that they have a lot to prove still. Philadelphia has a lot to prove too. They can't get out the second round. So I just think this is very interesting. That's why I brought it up.
You're not wrong.
Boston has a lot of inconsistent shooters, man. And that's going to be their Achilles this playoffs.
But ain't nobody in the East going to beat them.
I bet. And Miami already beat them last year with that same roster. The only difference is they got Drew. And Drew is just as inconsistent as everybody they had at first. Marcus Smart and all.
Oh, yeah. That was always the big thing we had against Drew in Milwaukee, is that his shooting was inconsistent. But
on the defensive board, he's still one of the best players out.
But Marcus Smart is just as intelligent defensively as him.
You don't believe that.
I do believe that.
You don't.
He does.
You would take Marcus Smart over Drew Holiday?
I said just as talented.
Okay. Defensively, maybe.
That's what I just said. Ain't that what I just said, bro?
I believe you do.
Oh my gosh.
I believe that's what I just said.
Oh my gosh.
But they both inconsistent shooters. That's the reason they got rid of Marcus Smart.
Yeah.
His shooting was so inconsistent.
I
Yeah.
think Marcus Smart got rid
And
of
Drew
that
is the
different.
same way and smaller.
I differ on that, but
Me too. I'm taking Drew over Marcus Smart.
And then
twice on
as we've seen in that Miami series, Drew ain't as talented defensively as he used to be. He's still good,
but sometimes I would say
because Jimmy,
I don't want to say this.
Jimmy-
Jimmy was bigger. Jimmy's a little bit bigger than Drew, and Jimmy is, when he gets going, he gets going.
Jimmy made him look like a little puppy.
Yeah, I did.
Not
I
to
get
mention,
that.
Gabe Vincent was giving him buckets too.
That's true.
So
So
Joel
But
Embiid.
going back to the question, Philadelphia.
No, they're not. I don't have them beating the Bucks, so that's why I can't put them as
Now
a
you don't?
title. No, I said, listen, let the record show. Okay, acknowledge me. Shout out to The Rock and Roman Reigns. I see you peeking back there. It's okay. It's okay, Zeke. The Rock. It's okay. Watch him go through a table right here.
I'm not. We're on a podcast.
Bam!
We're in a podcast.
51-year-old through the table.
We're in a podcast.
Well, I'm saying, but you were watching wrestling.
But we're in a podcast.
But you were watching wrestling, and you make the world think you don't watch it.
I
So,
don't watch wrestling.
anyway,
I don't know who these people are. I know who The Rock is because he's a movie star. I don't know who he's
a
fighting.
bad one at
Is that
that.
Mexican? Is he fighting immigration? What are we doing here?
Oh God, bro, what is your
I'm just asking. You
Oh,
told
nobody-
I don't know who these people are.
the views and opinions of this podcast are those spoken. So Joel Embiid is, I don't know that his body will last long enough for him to make a run to the finals. I don't think Philly can beat the Bucks. The only three teams that I think the Bucks will have kryptonite against in the East are the Pacers, the Heat, and Boston. All the rest we will deal with. We might go 7 games, but we'll deal with. Those are the only 3 teams that would concern me as a Bucks fan. Okay. Oh, Jesus, playoffs. Help me, Lord. Enlarge my territory, because these Bucks have you thinking twice.
Oh, somebody, you know what? I'm not.
Kesey looking at me because he agree. Come on.
Agree on what?
Shelling out a bunch of cash for tickets.
It's true.
Am I lying, Kesey?
what?
They inconsistencies have you thinking twice about first round buying tickets.
No,
So you gonna buy some tickets for the first round?
Yeah.
Okay,
got a
cool.
little cash to the side.
You wanna split mine? You wanna split with me?
How much?
And we won't say that on the air.
I was like, you gotta talk about stuff.
I got a little cash put to the side for the playoffs.
Bet.
I'm not. I refuse to play for playoffs,
Each?
so I know they're not going to the finals.
But that's for the whole series. So like you
Can
pay.
y'all talk about that off the mic? We have limited time. Can we get going here?
Don't be that guy,
Don't
man.
be that guy.
Don't be Don't be that.
You came in. Talk about limited time.
I only have that. I don't have that much. I don't have that much.
Relax.
Anyways,
You missed us. Just say it.
Keezy,
I've seen this
Philadelphia.
brother quite a few times in the last week or two. Unfortunately,
DLC rep.
don't say that on the air. Come on, man.
Yeah, you got to rap. And that's number one.
It's-
Number two,
it is very
they-
public
They
knowledge.
don't.
It's very public.
People we deal with don't listen to podcasts. Come on, man.
You never know.
They lucky they get TV.
Actually, they get tablets and everything though.
I know, right? That's great.
Right. Well, not if I put money on your books.
That's a vacation for them.
Well, that's if your family love you and put money on your books.
I put money on the books. I just ain't buying nothing that you should have. Don't get me started, man. Don't get me started. Do not.
Keezy, Philadelphia. You think they can make a run? Are you putting them in the conversation for title contenders? I think they deserve a conversation.
If they get the Bucks or they get Boston first round, they're cooked. I just don't think Joel Embiid has played enough games to get them through that, because the playoffs start next week.
Play-in starts 16th. Playoffs begin the 20th. All right. Moving on, Bucks talk. The Bucks have lost 5 of their last 6 games, including 3 straight to the Washington Wizards, the Memphis Grizzlies, and the Toronto Raptors. How confident? I'm going straight to Kesey here. How confident are you in the Bucks making it to the Eastern Conference Finals? I didn't even say finals. I said the Eastern Conference Finals.
I'm very confident because a source close to me told me the Bucks are just coasting.
A source so close to you?
Yeah.
Do you want to reveal your source? You want to keep it to yourself?
I'm gonna keep it to myself. I
Yeah,
just said
that's
a
fine.
source close to me.
Yeah, okay, brother. Hey, I get it.
Yeah, those YMCA sources are really good.
I ain't talking about no YMCA source.
Hey, Dre, you ain't the only person out here that know.
No, those are
yeah.
people.
He act like he don't even want to know somebody.
exactly. You ain't the
No.
one that knows some people.
So here's the thing. Finish your commentary, Kesey. Then I'll
So the Bucks are just coasting through, trying to avoid injuries. Nobody's playing 100%. Everybody's
Still,
just
Kesey?
they
Memphis,
because if the Bucks go 100,
Washington Wizards.
and that's why you got.
wait. 7 players on.
But that's why you got one game Dame out, one game Giannis out, one game Dame out, one game Giannis out. You notice it's going back and forth.
A little bit. Each of those games I think we didn't play with one of the two.
The only one that's still playing is Chris Middleton because they're trying to get him in a rhythm before the playoffs.
Our playoff run is
Because our playoffs depend on Chris. Because we
Like
know
on
what
the
we're gonna
show.
get from Giannis, and we know what Dame time do
Mhm,
when it's time.
mhm.
He don't shy away from big moments at all.
2 minutes, fourth quarter.
That's who you need. And you need Giannis to coach you through the whole game.
Mhm,
And you also need Middleton to hit a few shots here and there when he open.
mhm,
Middleton need a rhythm.
mhm,
Middleton is the only one that's out of rhythm.
mhm, mhm. All right.
Because everybody else, you just need 5 to 10 points out of them.
So you still confident in Bucks finals
Bucks finals. Bucks,
championship?
Bucks versus Lakers.
Championship?
And then it's the roll of the dice.
Let me tell you something. If it's Bucks versus Lakers, you ain't gonna know what to do. You ain't gonna know what.
I'm going to break the bank.
show is.
I'm going to break
Show
the
is.
I'm going to break the bank on that one.
Save your money. 'Cause,
Listen. I might.
what
I'm-
you looking at me for? Why are you looking at me?
Because it's saying Golden State versus the Bucks. That's when you lose your mind.
No, I mean I ain't got a choice. If you opt in, you pay for everything anyway.
I got to sit on. I might have to sit on the floor.
You ain't sitting on no flow.
I might have to get that 10 bands up.
That's cashing in your 401k.
I'm cashing it in.
Tax penalties and all.
Tax penalties and all.
See?
Oh, the
That's-
jockey club ain't good enough no
No,
more.
I need
that's-
BMO.
Oh, yo.
I need-
That's
I
the type of stuff.
I need. That's a bucket list item.
Hey, I'm not mad at that, Kesey. I'm not mad now.
That's
Are
a
you-
once in a lifetime experience. I get to see my favorite team
Now, are you
play
saying?
my favorite player in the finals.
I just want to know this. This is my thing. Now, I'm not mad at you. Now, are you going to explain this to your son when it comes college time? Well, son, I hope you get a scholarship because
That just mean I ain't
I had
retiring.
to see LeBron.
No, that just mean I ain't retiring early. That's all that means.
65. So, come on.
I'll be 88 still working.
But you went to that Laker game.
But I'll be able to tell that story.
Because I sure can't tell mine the year we won the title, game 6. Remember I sold my tickets? Someone said, "Do you have any regrets?" I said, "Not really." Because that
We was
the-
at game 5 though.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
And we knew it was coming. So
Yeah, not really. Game 4.
was it
Game
for?
it was game 3 and 4. Because game 3 we destroyed them. Remember,
Yeah.
we destroyed them. Like
Uh,
it was over by third quarter.
So, speaking of the 2021 championship run, I just thought about this. And other people who do podcasts, and speaking of, it's mostly Jeff Teague. I forgot the name of his podcast.
He's kind of a snitch.
I don't think he's
Can we just put that out there that he's kind of a
He's
snitch
kind of a hater too.
and a hater? That's what I was. He's kind of a snitch and a
He's
hater.
starting becoming that Paul Pierce category to me.
No,
Yeah, he is.
No, I don't
Yeah,
think-
he is.
I don't think he should say stuff as he's saying.
Let me say this again. He's trying too hard to stay relevant. That's what I'll say.
I don't
He's
think
trying
so
too
either.
hard to stay
I
relevant.
think this is just from his POV. And from his POV, he made some points. I was gonna say, just going back to the
What point he made?
when Kyrie got hurt versus the Bucks in the Eastern Conference Finals. No, it was the semis. It was the semis, the second round. When Kyrie got hurt, I knew we had that series won.
we all did.
I think, okay. Was that no? That was the NBA final. No, that was the Eastern Conference final because we played Brooklyn because KD was lighting us up.
No, that
What
was the semifinals.
Was it the semifinals? Oh, because he was in Boston. I'm sorry, he was in Boston. But when he hurt his ankle, I was like, oh, we got this one. I'm just saying, and the more as seasons go by and we get further and further from 2021, it seems like we are one and done with AKA we got lucky.
But when I said that I was a hater,
Who said that? Who said you was a hater?
y'all was around the table. Remember, Kesey got in his chest. Man, we just won the championship, and you already. I'm like, whoa, let's not act like the half a toe didn't make a difference because it did. Okay, just like when LeBron lost to Golden State, we all said the same thing. If Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love were playing, the Golden State Warriors would not have beat the Cleveland Cavaliers that first year. They would have not.
I believe that.
What the Bucks got lucky?
Because no, I believe that Cavaliers series, but the Bucks, no.
So you don't think the Bucks got lucky? Here's why I'm gonna say the Bucks didn't get lucky, because Phoenix were up on us 2-0, and we, the black men in this room, including the Knicks fan back there who dumped them,
former Knicks fan.
Okay, we all sat in this room and said, and I quote, right now the Bucks just need to. Let me finish. We just said the Bucks just need to win a game. That's what. No. That's what we. Hold up. Let me finish.
Go ahead. I'm gonna let you go ahead.
That's what we say. That's what we say.
Have your rant.
I didn't say that. What did we all say? I don't know. Yeah. What did we all say?
I said.
What did we all say when we were down 2-0 against Phoenix?
No, I said.
Did we not say the Bucks just need to win a game? Did we not? Don't make me go to the tape because I know y'all like to do that. Put that on the Instagram.
Put it on there.
Put that on the Instagram. The name of the show is called I'll find it while we're talking.
Go ahead.
At the end of the day, the Milwaukee Bucks right now, they're not even as good as they were when we won the title.
I think they are.
We're better.
I think we are.
I think we're better.
We might be better. Just because we might be better just because I'm not gonna say we better. I'm not gonna say we better because I think that with the team in 2021, you can count. We had a problem scoring. We didn't have a problem with the defensive end. And this time, it's on the opposite end of the spectrum. But my thing about that is, even with that, Dame can go 4 for 21 and have 20 points and we still lose. Dang, you know what I'm saying? And when it comes to playoff time, I'd rather us have a good defensive team than a good offensive team because offense can be shut down. Defense is more consistent. And if you have a bad shooting night, which most of the time what's happened when the Bucks lose, they have a bad shooting night, it just don't look good. So I'm saying that I'm starting to believe, this is what I'll say, first of all, for your rant. I said I do agree we need to win one game, but I wasn't like we gonna lose this series.
Yeah, we all were.
I wasn't. I was like, we just need to lose a game.
We all were.
I give it to Kesey.
Let me tell you what I said. I'm gonna tell you what I said.
He said, Kesey.
No, he didn't.
Let me finish before you open your mouth.
Kesey's like, we need to win a game, and from there, we'll prevail.
No, time out.
No, let me finish. Hold on.
Kesey,
let me tell you.
just co-sign for you. No, I'm a co-sign.
Let me say,
Kesey, I'm going to say, Kesey's the only one that believed the Bucks could win in 6. Because this is what you said, and I quote, Bucks in 6? You got the Bucks in 6? That's exactly what you said when we were down 2-0. None of us believed it. He was the only one that stuck with the Bucks because all of us were saying we just need to win a game to not be embarrassed. I take that back. You are the only one that stuck with them when we were down 2-0.
Okay.
He literally said, you got the Bucks in 6?
I agree because what I said was Phoenix did what they were supposed to do. They won their 2 games at home.
You just said.
I said, now the Bucks got to go home and take care of business.
Mm-hmm.
And they did.
Mm.
And they never looked back. And here we are. A championship.
Are we a championship?
No, we're not. To back to his question. His question
But
was,
every series, everybody thought the Bucks were going to lose. We thought we were supposed to lose to Brooklyn that year.
I think because of the injuries, but Atlanta, we knew we were going to win, right? No one thought we shouldn't have lost.
But
to them.
remember, Atlanta got up on us and
Atlanta
popped
got
this
up
first
on-
game. Don't
They
forget
did.
about that.
So
And we was looking bad for a second.
shout out to the hater that ranked us a 1 on our Apple podcast. That's okay.
To the hater.
Yeah, somebody rated us a 1.
Oh,
So that's a hater. That's a hater move.
Who did that?
I don't know. You know, it's anonymous. But anyway, the Milwaukee Bucks.
Well, if you out there listening that ranked us on number 1, please let us know why in the comments.
Let's
We
see.
would greatly
here.
appreciate
Here
it.
we go. The NBA Finals series over or just beginning is the title of the episode from March 3rd, 2021.
March 3rd.
Let's see here. Okay, that's the new era. Sorry. Let me see
I'm
here.
saying March. It would be something in June.
It was July 11th.
It wouldn't be July. It'd be like June.
July 11th, 2021. Let's see.
My toes crossed and going and getting some holy water and
Bigger edit
everything I
stuff,
need
bro.
to do. But
How you do that?
sprinkle it on the arena.
How you pull that off?
I didn't sprinkle it on the arena. I just went down to the Deirdre stick and put it on the statue.
Do we really want him?
As Dre
Slanging holy water?
already said, I'm not going to the
Well, you know
game.
what? You got a good point.
And
we really want him. Kind of glad he didn't. Slanging that holy water.
let me tell you something.
With
Both
that Cincinnati red hat and
Negroes. If I'm in hell, I won't be alone. I won't be alone. Okay.
You in there? Why you had to take it there?
Nigga, you did take it there. I ain't over here whispering. Y'all gonna be down there with me. I said it.
Keith, what's going on with our Bucks and the Suns, man?
Listen.
I kind of figured Phoenix was going to come out and win they home games to start the series, just off of momentum and the crowd. And the Bucks is going to need us tonight to cheer them on and give us that 6-man because their crowd was bumping.
Yeah, it was bumping. It was
They were
live.
standing like the whole time.
If you looked at the meter, the what is it called? The meter thing?
The noise meter.
The noise meter.
I think we still have a chance. I didn't say, "Oh, we got this." I didn't say nothing like that. I said we still have a chance. That's what I said. I said we still have a chance. That is an objective point of view from a Bucks fan. You, on the other hand, it's over. It's over,
I didn't
y'all.
say it's over. I said if we go out,
you come in with these Stephen A. hot takes. Hey man, it's over. It's over.
wow.
I didn't say that. I
Wow.
said, hey, we still got a chance.
I said
Hold up.
that if the Bucks go down 3-0, it's over.
That's what I said.
That's what I said. Now, I did say if Giannis didn't play, we would have lost by 40.
I don't-
Either of you not agree with that?
I don't believe that because
Go
sometimes they play better when Giannis is. I hate to say it, and he's our franchise player, but sometimes they play better without him.
See,
When it comes to like that team ball,
Mhm.
So go back to 2021 and listen to the July episodes where we covered the entire
So
Milwaukee
what
Bucks
happened
run.
was I said we have a chance. You said it was over
On July 11th,
We had
but
a
then
chance.
on the following episode,
after they
we
won
were
the
tied.
game,
But come on, how were we supposed to think, man? We
You just made some big old rant. We was down 2-0.
We were.
You knew,
weren't we? Were we down 2-0?
You just played the tape.
Were we down 2-0?
Did you play the tape?
Were we down 2-0?
Did you play the tape?
I stand
You
by
just
what I
played the
said.
tape. You played the
I
tape.
told you. I stand.
You counted us out, and I was like,
You
we
did
still have
too.
a chance.
You
I
said
said
we
we still
got
have a
the
chance.
Bucks in 6.
I
You
said
said
we
you
still have
got
a
the
chance.
Bucks in 6.
I
Fine.
said we still have a chance.
Well, let's talk. Let's bring it back to this year.
You know what? I'm gonna go back.
Let's to the
I'm gonna
tape.
go back.
Let's to the July.
I don't mind going back and posting. You
Those-
doggone right.
Those
I will
were
go back and
those
post.
were some of our
What
better
year-
episodes.
What year is that?
That's July 11th. Just listen to all the NBA Finals coverage we did in July 11th. We all but Kesey
Kesey always
stuck
gonna,
with the Bucks
Kesey always gonna stand for the Bucks.
because we told you why. Because you don't like to be wrong.
That's true. But this year he gonna be wrong.
We don't like for you to be wrong. You don't like to be wrong.
This year
is what we said.
This year is gonna be. I don't think we got anything coming.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand on. I've been saying this at the beginning of this year. We ain't got nothing coming. It just don't look right. It don't look. I'm not getting championship from here.
But that year that the Bucks won, we were saying the same thing during the season. They don't look right.
Okay, let me tell you something. Going back to that, what I was just saying, in 2021, did we get lucky?
No.
It looked like it. It's looking
No.
more and more like
We
it.
didn't get lucky
Keith,
because
we
Oh, that was
haven't-
the question. Thanks for bringing us back.
We
That
haven't
was wondering what
changed.
we were
We
doing.
haven't changed much.
Giannis just went to a whole nother level. He went in that LeBron mode in the playoffs. Think about that.
He
He shot
saw-
14 for 15 from the free throw line. He made a block
Mhm.
that changed the whole series.
He had this is the thing. This is the thing about
That was game 5.
here's the thing about Giannis in that run. We solved the problem.
Oh,
The
I
problem
remember now.
was-
When you finish, come back to me. 'Cause
That
The
block.
problem, the
we weren't
problem-
lucky. We were talking about the hater, right? Jeff T saying we were lucky.
Oh yeah,
yes,
yeah.
that's what brought
But
this topic.
my thing is
folks.
this: we have the way we haven't changed much as a roster, and we solved the problem that year. The problem we solved was the Toronto problem. You make a wall against Giannis, and you can beat the Bucks. We solved that problem. Once we solved that problem, the rest of the stuff we got him. Kyrie hurting his ankle because he was killing us.
But listen to this.
Jeff Teague's not a hater because Kyrie was killing us.
But think about it.
But
like-
here's why he's a
Hold on,
hater.
hold on.
He was on our
Hold on,
Jeff
man,
T
hold
was
on.
on our
Let me finish.
team.
Let me finish. If I'm on the bench and I'm watching him kill our team, I'm like, we ain't got nothing coming. And then one of the people who's killing our team hurt his ankle. Oh snap, we got a chance. And then if KD got a pedicure that day, we'd have lost. If all he had to do was go to the nail salon and get a pedicure, and we'd have lost. That's what I'm saying. So with that added up together, look,
Thank
But
you,
you-
KD, for
but
not
you-
caring
but
about
you
your
just-
grooming.
like you just said, the Bucks, the Bucks.
if he had got a haircut, I don't know what would have happened.
Listen, you said the Bucks. I mean, Toronto had built the wall, and everybody thought that's what the key and the answer to beat the Bucks because
Yeah.
we didn't have enough shooting, right?
Yeah.
Do you think Dame can hit some of them shots?
Yeah.
Do you think that not give us an advantage, considering Dame can hit them shots better than Drew can?
Here's the thing.
Because that's what was killing us.
I see what you're
Drew
saying.
couldn't consistently hit them shots,
That's true. I'm saying
or
that.
Pat Connaughton.
That's true.
So we brought in Beasley, who led the league in 3-point shooting this season.
Who scored 4 points last night?
It happens.
Off night.
Shooters does that.
Off night.
Ray Allen had a night where he didn't have one drop in.
Not when you're trying to win a championship.
Ray Allen missed every shot that game that he hit that big shot for the Miami Heat. He
That-
missed every shot he had.
For the championship shot.
That championship shot was the biggest shot of his career,
Think so?
and he daggered it. That's all it take. Shooters gonna be shooters. They're gonna have off days.
I get you that. So you saying it's not luck?
It wasn't luck. I mean, beating Brooklyn, we did get lucky. I'll say that. I'm gonna say that because of the whole KD shoe incident. But beating Phoenix was not luck. That was skill.
I just think Phoenix.
We came back from 0-2 and swept them.
Phoenix wasn't ready.
We swept. No, they were ready. They beat us.
Devin
They
Booker-
blew us out.
Devin Booker's
It was
the
looking
only
like a
person
sweep. It was looking like a sweep in Milwaukee.
Devin Booker was the only person left on that team, and that's the reason why for that. Besides bad management on their part. I didn't think we were gonna have time, but apparently we do have time. So
It's only 3:05. We got time.
we got like 10. You got 10, 15 minutes.
We got time.
Tone.
We got time.
Thanks, really appreciate it. What's his name? Oh, Bronny James is declaring for the draft, but
Oh boy.
he is declaring for a draft, and while he is still maintaining his college eligibility. You can do that. You don't have to sign with an agent.
As long as you don't sign with an agent, you can
You
still
still
enter
get-
the draft.
Nothing
No.
that's not new. It's just when people do that,
They don't
Me.
because they don't like the teams they're drafted to.
they don't have they have an idea where they should go, and if they don't go there, they'll go back to college. To me, this is more of a business move than a basketball move. To me, I don't think Bronny James is ready.
He's
And
not.
He's not.
He's
I
not.
don't think he's ready. And for him, the comparison for him and Jimmy Butler, college careers, I get that, but it takes one thing about Jimmy is he's a very, very hard worker. Bronny James just came off of cardiac arrest. And I think that because he just came off of cardiac arrest is one of them things where like you should take time to develop yourself, give yourself a real full length season before you enter the draft. And I think low key, I think his dad talked him into making this move. And for him to have the audacity to be like, well, it depends on, I want to see what teams want to draft me and stuff like that. Man, you got a lot of nerve. But that's neither here nor there.
But how many teams you think gonna want to draft him though?
None.
How many teams is in the NBA?
29.
29.
Don't want to?
Oh, you said don't or do?
How many teams do?
29.
I know.
Exactly. And it's not because of his skill set. If you really want me to go there. Stop it, Kesey. Stop it.
He's not
the
no
Bucks would draft Bronny James if they could.
He's not a walk in the park, man.
What do you mean he's not a walk in the park?
Bro, he's gonna get embarrassed in this NBA.
You think so?
He gonna be in the G League he gonna be in the G League by All-Star break.
Yeah. Or before.
And they're gonna make it seem like, well, we want him to develop. That's what college is for.
I think he should stay in college, but I guess if there's a team out there that's gonna pay him money, why not?
To go along with what y'all say.
Pay him money, he got NL deals.
NIA deals, I get it, but he'll make what 4 year $20 million.
Somebody made a valid point about men's basketball, college basketball,
I'm listening.
and how we really don't know these players because they only doing 1 year. Previously, before like this pandemic stuff, players would stay in at least 2 years, maybe 3.
I mean, some people would
so
go a year, but
that's why we really don't know who's in our drafts recently. That's why we don't really know the type of players these players are going to turn out to be, because they don't stay in college long enough for us to know who they are and what type of players they're going to be. Because if you think about girls basketball, they're there 4 years, majority of them.
They have to be done.
But that's how you know who they are and how they're going to turn out to be. Just like Angel Reese, right? We know who Angel Reese is, right? But we also know how Angel Reese plays. We know what she's capable of, what she's not capable of. The same thing with the girl from Iowa,
Caitlin Clark.
We know what she can do. We know what she can't do.
Both of those players are they're going to be the single-handed reason why the WNBA players start making money in the millions. Those two players are about to change the game for the WNBA. Watch and see.
We'll see what happens.
In terms of their pay.
We'll see what happens. I think that I see what you're saying, Kesey, but I still feel like, but this is the thing though, Kesey. If you don't make them stay, they're not going to stay.
But just like you said, I'm just piggybacking off what y'all said. Bronny can mess around and end up back in the D League or the G League and trying to redevelop. Players should really go to college and take that opportunity and stay there 2 or 3 years. But everybody's so worried about they getting hurt and they won't get drafted. That's what takes away, and everybody want to check.
It's a real fear.
You can get paid in college. You get what I'm saying?
It's too late now, Tom. I just feel like I see what you're saying, but my thing is this: a couple things. Number one, if you don't make them stay, they're not gonna stay. That's number one. Number two, if you get hurt, let's say you play your freshman year, 20 points a game, you're outstanding. Well, I'll say 30 points a game. You have the best freshman year ever. You're not guaranteed to have. You're not guaranteed to have this kind of season again.
But you know those players.
That's
you
true.
know those players who are worthy of those seasons.
That's true.
Those type of seasons don't just come because they just come. Those are players that you know are going to be league, like Derrick Rose. You knew he was a one and doneer.
Yeah, but okay, let me ask you
Grant Hill, you knew he was a one and doneer.
It wouldn't want to done.
Grant Hill played
4 years.
4 years.
But I'm saying his talent let you know he was a one and doneer. Kyrie Irving, you knew he was a one and doneer.
Kyrie's a good example because Kyrie was
he
hurt.
barely played in Duke. He was still the number one
hurt.
draft pick
because everybody knew what he was.
Yeah.
Minimum of at least 1 year of college.
It's still like that.
Well, you can sneak
think about
college. You can do 1 year anywhere.
Oh.
Think about it. Even Carmelo Anthony, we knew he was that dude after 1 year. He took Syracuse to the championship.
I mean, it's a gamble. I mean, Brandon Jennings we thought was gonna be that dude, and he does not.
Brandon Jennings was that dude, but injuries take a toll on people's careers.
Injuries and overestimating your value.
Are you agreeing or disagreeing with him going to him?
I think he
this
should.
move particular, just because I think it's a safe move. It's a safe move.
I think further down the line he'll have some NBA talent to play in the league, but right now, I think he needs to develop more in college and stay another year.
So, from a basketball standpoint, stay, but get your bag. College will always be there. Get your bag.
Nah.
If he wants to play with his dad, this is his best chance. He'll be a low. Listen, tell me this. Do y'all believe that Bronny James is better than any players playing in the NBA right now?
I think Bronny James is less talented than the person who is getting paid a veteran minimum.
And I would probably agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Bronny
So-
James does
so you-
not belong in the
Do you
NBA.
think he's better than Beauchamp?
Is he better than Bojan? Bojan will give him 80 quickly.
You think so?
Yes.
Bronny does not belong in the NBA
Mm-hmm.
now or ever.
Mm-hmm. Really quickly.
I think the NBA, I think 4 years in college could develop him into the player he wants to be a NBA.
I mean, we can say that for so many
bench player.
guys. We can say that for so many guys, but the guys we can say it for is like if you like Zion. To me, Zion Williams maybe should have played another year at Duke, and Jabari Parker should have played another year at Duke. But if they let their freshman year, they was averaging 18. You know what I'm saying? Getting went to the NCAA tournament. Like they had some moves to make. And they don't. You know what's crazy about this? On top of him doing this, he entered the transfer portal.
Who did?
Bronny.
Because that's actually shows you that he's actually using his brain because he can enter the transfer portal if he doesn't get drafted
I know he can, but my thing is, why are you leaving USC?
because he doesn't play.
Why don't he play?
Well, here's the thing.
Trash.
Well,
I'm
you
gonna tell you
have
like
to
this.
have you have to go to a
Trash.
team that believes in developing talent.
Trash.
I don't like that coach.
I was gonna say you
I
need.
think he went to USC because his daddy lives in California.
Yep, and
I
they
think
love California.
Yeah, that's possible. That's a possibility.
Teams that he
I'm
want to
tell-
go to,
I'm telling
he
you,
needs to be with Kentucky.
What?
I'm not saying that. I'm
He-
saying coaches that can
Hold on,
elevate
time
him.
out, time out, time out. You're saying Kentucky, where 5-star recruits go, he'll be riding the pine.
He
But
was a
he'll
five-
get
He was a
coached.
5-star recruit.
He'll get
What?
Is it what?
He was a 5-star recruit.
Ain't no 5-star recruit.
He was a 5-star recruit.
2.5.
When? 3.
What I'm saying is,
Look it up.
what I'm saying is, he needs to go to a
Pull it
team
up.
where he can be coached up.
How you
USC,
gonna coach you on the bench?
you can still be coached. There's some great players from the bench that can still be coached because you're still practicing. You're still
You
talented.
could be coaching too, an assistant coach.
LeBron James' best friend just got a college coaching job. I think it was.
I'm sure it's on his resume too. I played with LeBron James in high school for 4
That
years.
might be where his kid is going.
And it was just announced
That
like a
might
couple
be where
days
his
ago.
kid is going. And don't get it twisted. Don't think that the LeBron James and what's his agent's name? What's my man's name?
Paul.
Dude that's married to Adele, Rich Paul.
Rich Paul.
Don't think that they're not out here working on Bronny's behalf. Either he's going to get an NBA contract somewhere.
Oh, I apologize.
Either he's going to get an
Bronny
NBA
James was a
contract,
5-star
or he
recruit.
will be playing for a team with a coach where he can get some clock. Believe that.
People
I
fail
just
to
thought it
realize
was very interesting.
what
Think
people.
so.
And I heard somebody. Who was that? Who said that? It had to be either Kevin Garnett or Paul Pierce, one I think maybe.
Mhm.
One of the NBA players said, Bronny got to find his selfishness in him for people to understand how good he really is. He's too much of a team
Team.
player first,
Mm.
and that's what's killing him and people in the eye of the public. But anybody who really watches Bronny play knows he is really an NBA caliber player.
Who said that?
This is what NBA players were saying.
I think McGilly might have said that.
That might have been Gills.
Might have been Gil.
Once he figure out how to be selfish and not care about the team as much as he care about himself in his stats, then that's why he's going to be like he is in the public.
And I want him to do well. I just think he's too little, man, for NBA
No,
ball.
he's not.
He's like 6'4".
He's 6'4".
I get it, but dude, you're playing against guards like Kyrie Irving. You're playing against guards
6'2".
like
They're
James.
6'2".
Who's 6'2"?
Kyrie.
LeBron.
Kyrie ain't no 6'2".
Kyrie 6'2", 6'3" at most.
He ain't no 6'2".
He's in the same category as Steph.
Steph is 6'3", right?
He's in the same category as Jalen Bronson. He's in the
Yeah.
same category as all of those guards.
But-
Most point guards in the league right now, Ja Morant is only 6'3", 6'4",
Yeah, no,
but he jumps like an animal.
my thing
And he chitty chitty bang bang.
quickly.
There are some 5'11" guards.
My thing is this though.
Okay.
I see what you're saying. My thing is this. They're comparing him to Marcus Smart. And what you said is a valid point. He might be playing too much team ball, but I feel like the skill still should show. And I shouldn't have to see you in a 1-on-1 5-on-5 in the basement or somebody gym that we ain't gonna never see.
But you
in order for that to happen.
like
What secret are you holding?
Think of it
Why
like
you
this.
making it a secret?
Think of it like this. Remember when they went overseas and played?
Mhm.
Bronny and them team did. Do you remember that dunk he did?
I don't know. Oh, you talking about overseas? Okay, I know what you're talking about. Because they was talking about comparing it to his daddy's.
That dunk
Mm-hmm.
shows you his caliber of athletic ability. He's
exactly.
That's a league. Those are league dunks.
Come ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
Everybody can't do that like he did that.
Let me ask you a question, Kesey. Because
He's
he's not a shooter. He's
Dude,
just an athlete.
he even get offended talking about the sun.
Because
Dang.
it's not that I'm offended. It's just you gotta look at the whole package.
That Nike
He's
store
a-
almost closed.
He's a selfishness person,
Mhm.
and people will learn that it's more of it like LeBron in him. LeBron is a selfishness person.
Your magic line is that what you
Everybody's not like Jordan that's going to go out and give you 30 buckets and laugh in your face.
think? Is there a
You know
player?
what- you see what
Hold
I'm
up,
saying?
hold
I'm
up.
trying to
Is
see-
there a
I'm-
player on
hold
the
on.
Bucks that you would cut right now to take Bronny James?
Green?
Who?
Green.
I'm not giving you that.
No.
I'm not.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know
I'm
you're
talking about Brandon Green.
No, you're talking about AJ Green.
Kesey.
Don't do that, Kesey. Don't do that.
Kesey.
Don't do that.
And what's the other little guard with the little dread things in his head?
Okay, you can get him out of here.
For Bronny though?
Yes.
Just for notoriety.
Man, come
Okay,
on.
Thanasis.
Motherfucker. There you go. There you go. Right there.
I don't know what it is. You got to get Thanasis. But he going to be here for a while. All right? Every year we re-sign him. And we going to keep doing it.
Only thing I got against Thanasis is a roster spot.
I don't care. No.
If he was just Giannis hype man like David
Nope.
Jones was to LeBron, I wouldn't even care.
I know. Just let him sit courtside every
Just
night.
sit courtside and hype.
No.
That's it.
No, he needs to be on the team.
Bro,
He needs to be on the team.
bro, the most fouls, he has more fouls than points.
What's your point? I don't care. I don't care if he go 0 for 100 this year. He gonna be on that bench. He gonna be on that bench.
Check us out. Oh my
Thanasis.
god.
I can't believe you.
I'll take Bronny over him.
Shoot, and then if Brooke wanted his brother on the squad, average 25, we'll gladly leave him there.
Well, we had Brooks' brother too, but you see they cut him.
Hey, average 25. Average 25, Brooke. We'll keep your brother.
Yeah, we gotta cut the Brook cord at the end of this season.
So
We're gonna cut the Andre Douglas board at the end of this
I
season.
already did, so
I'm so sick of him and Brooke. I like Brooke, man. I told you that's Preston's favorite player.
I like Brook too, but come on, he's old, bro. One of the problems against the Bucks on why alcohol? One of the problems one of the problems that I have against the Bucks really is not even against them because y'all know I'm a fan. Y'all know this. We're old.
I don't know if I could tell.
We're old. Are we not old?
Older.
Are we not old?
Yeah.
We're old.
We are.
We're old, and that doesn't get better with years. LeBron is a once in a lifetime player. Brook ain't becoming LeBron. He's not.
But
I'm
as
saying
you get older, you take on different roles.
And
And
he's our starting center
he can shoot threes, he can block shots
every other night. Okay.
and he contested a lot of shots for the Bucks.
All I'm saying
Without
is,
Brook, we would be getting smacked down there.
I agree. But what I'm saying is,
So then how you gonna say you agree, but you want to get rid of him?
I said I agree. But after the season, we need to move on. We do need to fill that
You-
spot
did
with
you-
a
you
younger
feel-
talent.
Then with who?
Bobby can be our starting center.
No, we can't.
He can
Bobby
double
just as
double.
old.
What?
No,
Bobby is just as old.
Bobby's
Crazy.
6'8".
Yeah.
That's the problem. And every we're trying. I think honestly, I think the Bucks are trying to replace somebody like Brooke. But who's gonna replace him?
Exactly.
And if
Look
we
at the
have-
centers around the league.
the bigger issue we have that me and Keith been talking about for the last 3-4 years is Middleton. Until we get rid of that issue, we will be where we at. Plain
Until-
boy and simple.
until
And
Middleton-
low key,
until
and
Middleton-
low key.
Until Middleton hit a few shots for you in the playoffs, then you like, now that's the Middleton that I know.
Nope. Even after that, get rid of him.
Coming up on the possible centers we can look at after this season. Jonas V from the Pelicans. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but he's
I don't want him.
I'm good.
Drummond old.
Don't want him.
McGee old.
Don't want him.
Good.
DeAndre Jordan.
Don't want him.
Cody Zeller.
Don't want him.
Nope.
Kevin Love.
Don't want him.
Miles Turner.
Don't
We'll
want him.
think about Kevin Love.
Miles Turner though.
Miles Turner will take.
Kevin Love is not a center.
He's
He's a-
7 foot. He can
he's-
play it.
He's a forward that don't play no D.
Nikolai Vuacek from the Bulls.
Don't want him.
I'll think about it.
Dwight
I
Howard.
would consider it. No, I'm good. We don't
He's
need that
good.
kinda
Mark
controversy.
retired. DeMarcus Cousins. We already let him go. So you're right. You're right.
Did you
You're
hear about
right.
that video with him?
You're right.
Dwight.
Exactly.
white
We don't need
around
that kinda
your lip.
controversy
I
here.
don't want that energy here.
We don't
So
want that
so
kinda
you're
shit.
right. You're right. What other center will we get? But Brooke, you can when you watch him play, you can see that back is giving him problems.
I really want Miles Turner. I've been wanting Miles Turner for a while. We almost got him, didn't get him, but I've been wanting Miles Turner for a while.
Well, I'll take Trey. I'll take Trey Young for Middleton. Trey's going to be a free agent.
I want
Dame and Trey?
Dame and Trey.
We did it with Ray Allen and Gary. Not Ray Allen. We did it with Gary Payton and Sam Cassell.
And what did
Yeah.
that get us? The AI stepping over us?
Yeah,
No, we got. Yeah. Well,
that would be the smallest.
we know Trey's going to the Lakers anyway.
Yeah.
So
He's not going there.
watch him. Yeah, he
Nah.
is.
They don't have enough capital. Atlanta gonna make it hard. So it's been another episode of 94 Feet Podcast. It's your boy Big Zeke. Let's shout out to my brother Dre.
All good people. One more week of NBA basketball. Enjoy it.
Yeah, this is the last week. Next week, next time we come in, we'll be talking play-in tournament.
Yep.
Shout
No,
out
we
to-
won't, because the last game is the 14th. Play-in starts to 16. So there's a little gap in there,
No, yeah, last game is 14th, and
which is next Sunday.
Yeah, next we'll be talking.
Oh, you mean
tournament.
previewing of the play-in tournament? Got it. My bad. Because I thought, because there's still all the teams in the play-in haven't clinched yet.
So only two people who have clinched spots, but they don't know what order is
Yeah.
Chicago
And Atlanta.
And Atlanta.
you're
But the West is still wide open.
wide.
And
Yeah, I
it's
can't
not it's not wide open. Actually, Golden State is closing in on that last spot for sure, because Houston is getting to not being in playoff contention.
Yeah, so this week games matter, folks, because not just play-in in the West.
Spots and
What I was
stuff
gonna
like
say,
that.
in the West, 5 through 10 are wide open right
yeah,
now.
and then the East, even though the
Dude,
Bucks,
there's only a 2-game difference between
That's what I said earlier.
5 and
10.
10.
Yes. So it could be anybody.
It could
This
be
time
anybody.
next week, it could be anybody. So I can't wait for next week's episode.
So
really
the-
quickly,
Lakers just mess around and get the 3 seed. They keep
I
winning.
don't know if they can get the 3, but they can
Hold on.
I mean,
probably get the
I'm saying
4 or
get to
5.
play the 3 seed.
Yes.
Hold on a
That's what I
second.
said earlier.
really quickly. I'm sorry.
Are you?
Stop it.
That would be a walk in the park to have to play Oklahoma City.
I said that earlier. What were you doing?
No, I'm saying
Stop
I'm
it.
agreeing with you.
Stop it. Stop it. Keith.
I'm saying, yeah, that could be a
Easy.
walk in the park.
6.
Stop
Oh,
it.
they'll beat OKC in the
Easy.
first round.
Stop it. Stop it.
Shea ain't as
Stop
good
it.
as everybody think. I don't care what
Shea
you
is good. The
I
team
see-
isn't.
I've seen him up close. I'm talking about
Yes. You're welcome.
I want you to stop. Just stop talking about just seeing him people up close. Because Drake, I did it. I did that.
I didn't say that.
You might as well.
He
have.
looked at me
You
when he
said,
said it.
You said you welcome.
He looked
I
at
did
me.
not. Stop the cap.
Stop the what?
Stop the cap.
You're not
What
that
are you,
old.
50? What are you,
You're not that-
12?
You're not that old. You're not that old.
Serious?
You're not that old.
I hear people.
All right, it's been another good one. Good
Really
people.
quickly, before we get up out of here, right now,
How y'all get
you
on
got
my
the
nerves?
men's and the women's. We meant to talk about this. We did not. Really quickly, who you got for the women's? They playing right now. Iowa versus South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Y'all
By a
really-
lot.
You got South Carolina by
By a
a lot.
lot.
I got
They're
it.
That-
undefeated for a reason.
Them girls is good.
They're undefeated for a reason.
Like,
Yeah,
That,
but
them girls is
and,
good.
and then for the fellas, I got UConn,
for the
Who's
women-
it? UConn and who?
Purdue,
Purdue.
UConn and Purdue.
So I got
I would love the Big Ten to win it. I would,
no.
but I got UConn.
I haven't even kept up with the.
Oh, it's been good, man.
It's been,
Houston got
good.
spanked like that.
They did. Houston got put out in the first round.
No, they didn't.
And I'm sure they did. They're in my bracket.
No, they didn't.
Yes,
Houston
they
got-
They
did.
didn't get put out the
Houston
first
got
round.
put out in the Sweet 16. That's because Duke hurt his ankle. Their leading scorer. He hurt his ankle. Duke beat them.
Not Houston. I'm sorry. Kansas, forgive me.
Kansas.
They always bust my bracket.
What was I going to say really
The
quickly?
worst.
I got South Carolina for the women's, and for the men, I got Purdue.
You got Purdue?
I got Purdue.
I got UConn and Carolina.
What's the
Okay.
score to the?
It's
women's?
55-46.
Who's winning?
South Carolina.
Easy money.
I don't know. We'll see what happens because Caitlin Clark don't play. You can catch us on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. You can catch us on all streaming platforms: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Spreaker, and SoundCloud. Agree with us?
Probably not.
This is 94 Feet Podcast. Peace.